Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath because I was just pulling in a whole lot of stuff that arrived from the courier. Oh my gosh, it was heavy. It was all of our like car seats, pram, porta cots, like stuff like that. If you guys want a baby haul to see like all of the stuff I've chosen, let me know because I think I'll film one on YouTube. I'm so out of breath. I usually put that stuff on my vlogs, but hey, it could be fun for a main channel video. This coffee machine was the best investment. Excuse me if I'm out of breath. Pregnancy, man, it's a wild ride. I'm gonna take some hair clips and just get my hair out of my face because today we are filming a full face of first impressions. I'm so excited. I absolutely loved my last makeup look, by the way. Make sure you check it out if you missed it. So obsessed. We're gonna first try out some new Danessa Myricks makeup. I'm so excited for this. I adore the packaging, I adore the name. Yummy Skin. I haven't really heard too much about this. I have 3 shades here, so I'll swatch them. And then I've got 2 of these glow serums. I need to look at the pamphlets, I think, because yeah, look at the shade range, looks incredible. Oh, I don't want to block anyone off, there we go. Lots and lots of different shades, fair, medium, and heaps of dark shades. Feels like nothing, looks like nothing, does everything. I love that little line. And it says it's a skincare hybrid foundation with medium buildable coverage that effortlessly creates a natural skin-like glow. Nourishing formula addresses common skin concerns like discoloration, under eye circles, mature skin, and acne. Real coverage for skin that looks like skin. It's got hyaluronic acid, it's got jojoba seed oil, squalene, maracuja oil, it's vegan squalene by the way, turmeric oil, ginger root oil, and the packaging's refillable. Don't know how that works. I guess like you just buy a refill, right, and pop it in, and it goes for $34 US. There we go. So that product, that serum, comes in 2 shades that are universal: Main Squeeze Brightens and Juice Boost Bronzes. I might try both. Okay, anyway, and I thought we'd play with some color today. First, I'm just going to depuff my eyes a little bit because can you see that? XO Beauty has launched 2 new products as well. Yay! So I thought it would be fitting to show in this video. So we have the Rose Quartz Sculpting Stone and the Jade Sculpting Stone. These are so luxe and I love to put them in the fridge because they get so cold. Basically, these are great for depuffing, increasing your circulation, massaging sore muscles. Like I get really sore jaw muscles because I have that TMJ and it's just real fun. I grind my teeth, I clench my jaw all the time. I usually have Botox for that to like help that, but I'm pregnant and I can't get that right now, so facial massage is like the only thing that I can do right now to relieve that pressure. The jade one is probably my favorite because I love green. It's my favorite color and it comes in a shape like this, which is really fun. So you've got the small detail edge, you've got the flatter spoon edge. So this is really good and I would do it with serum. Normally we're not using a serum today, so I'm not going to do it proper, you know, thing, but I did do an Instagram reel if you want to go watch that on my Instagram. But you can really like use that flat side to really sculpt the face like this and help to drain. It's also nice just to literally press under the eyes. Like this is so gentle, I'm not pushing too hard, like just to really cool the area. I'm just going to use some eye serum. This one is Awaken Peptide Eye Gel by Dermalogica. Just a tiny amount. You guys know like eye creams, I love eye creams that have the little metal ball because it like helps to depuff. This is almost like a very similar thing. It's just going to help depuff and help to drain out any excess fluids. Like after you wake up in the morning, your face is a little bit puffy, you know. Great for facial massage and just really luxurious and a nice way to kind of rub in your serums and oils as well. Always remember to go uplift your face. But yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to put some of that on and just show you these because they're really cool and just a nice pampering addition to your skincare. I really love skincare, so I'm really excited about these. I love going like this. It feels so good. Right in that sore bit right here, if you know, you know. The girls that get it, get it. Is that the like TikTok thing? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it feels really good. Oh. I feel like I've just got like knots in my jaw. Okay, I need to stop talking because hello, we've been filming for like 7 minutes and I've not done anything. So the 2 different shades, you can kind of tell which is the dark one and lighter one because the lighter one has a lighter packaging, like a lighter reflect, so that's clever. I'm gonna start with the lighter one. How does this work? Okay, it's in like a square. I almost knocked over my coffee. So I don't even know. Oh. I don't know how much to put on. It definitely has like that serum kind of like consistency right here. It smells like, is that watermelon or something? I don't know, some kind of like fruity-ish scent. I think I used way too much. Pop some down my neck. Oh, it feels so good. It feels just like skincare. By the way, my lashes I'm wearing are Diva by XO Beauty. They're stacked lashes. I've chopped them up and applied them like underneath my lash line so they look like lash extensions. Do you see what I mean? And I've just used like that Lashify glue. I'm trying to like make it work because like they always fall off. But anyway, that's the lashes I'm wearing. This feels incredible. It feels just like skincare, but it's giving me a nice little tint. I'm excited to try the darker one. It says you can wear it alone. I definitely would. I'm just gonna wear some of this color around, oh, like edges of my face where I would bronze. I don't know how much color this is gonna give me. It's just a nice tint. It's perfect. Oh, and that's what I was saying. I also tinted my brows yesterday, so that's why they're like uber dark. Yeah. Let's just not talk about it. I like the texture of this. I think it looks really beautiful. The tint is very, very, very subtle, like super subtle. If you're just more of a skincare and a little tiny like tint of coverage kind of girl, you'll like that, or else under foundation perhaps. It just feels really nice. Like it made my skin feel like butter. I just want to see what this is before we do the foundation. This is a brow lifting wax by the Brow Trio. This is shade 3. And it says brush brow hairs up using the application wand. So I'm assuming it's going to give us like a laminated kind of look. Looks like this. The comb. And then it's got the wax on the other end, I assume that is. So let's give it a go. You guys know I really like a kind of lifted brow look. Oh, look, it looks like it's working really well immediately. Because my brow hairs are not laminated at the moment. They're just natural, so you can kind of see the hold. When they're laminated, they stick up like that a lot easier, but yeah, I haven't had time to go get that done lately. Plus the C word is everywhere. And I'm pregnant. I'm just trying to like avoid it, you know. Hence the reason I haven't had my nails done in a month, but got that booked in, okay, because they're starting to actually get ridiculous. And then you follow up with this comb, which fail. Mine's actually like got leaked. You know, what do you call that? Like the mold's obviously leaked because the comb's not visible. Instead, I will just take a spoolie, another spoolie that I have here, and we'll just flatten those down. There we go. That was very easy to use. I hope it actually like lasts because yeah, I'd like that. I'm kind of brushing them thinner now because they're so dark. I feel like they look intense if they're like sticking up too much, but hopefully that'll hold them perfectly in place. Foundation. So this is the Serum Foundation Yummy Skin by Danessa Myricks. Let's have a look at each shade. So 2G is so pale. I think that's going to be too pale for me like ever. But we'll just put it aside in case I need to mix it. I'm not going to swatch that one because I can donate it. Because yeah, I definitely don't think it's right. 6N looks much better. That's the darkest color I have. And then 5G. I'm assuming N is neutral, P is pink, and G is golden. And then there's also W for warm. This is 5G. See, this is more like my No Fade Tan shade. I guess we will just go straight in with 6N today. I want to use it with a sponge. So I'm going to go with my sponge. Got my sponge. This is the Flat Edge XO Beauty sponge. The packaging reminds me of, what was that brand? EX1? Was it EX1? I used to love their foundation ages ago. I wonder if they're still a thing. Anyways, okay. We're gonna squeeze this out. I feel like I could go buy a darker shade if I like this, to be honest. Like, it looks so serum-y. I'm just gonna like start there. I'm gonna use the bum end of my sponge today. Oh my god, the coverage is so good though. Like, it's so thin, but the coverage. Okay, I'm glad I stopped there because look, that goes a long way. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit light, but that's fine because we can use bronzer and everything actually. Like, this might actually be fine. It's very good coverage. I feel like that was enough for my whole face, which is so rare. You guys know when I do foundation, I keep knocking things over. When I do foundation, I really like use a lot. Like, I'm shameless, okay? I do. I use so much foundation when I pop it on. I don't know. Do I have a big head? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so though. I think I'm just excessive, you know? I think I just apply way too much, but the coverage is so good. It's making my like lips look weird, my eyes look weird where I haven't applied it. I'm just gonna use a little bit on this popped vein right here. I need to blend that out though because now my chest is tan around it. Did that do anything? I'll pop some powder on it later. Okay, what's happening here though is that the eye cream, I've just kind of like smudged it off. I mean, it seemed to work. It's very glowy, it's good coverage. I'd say like that's immediately medium to full coverage. Would you? I think it's sticking to my eye cream. I don't think I blended it out enough, or like maybe the eye cream's better for nighttime. I don't know. It's the first one I grabbed. Either way. I'm leaving my eyes bare because I do want to try a new concealer. Probably should have put it under my eyes too, but that covered my under eyes pretty well, you guys. Like I haven't even applied it in that dark area there, but underneath, the little bit that got on there, it looks pretty decent. I did have this like under eye tint, but I don't think I need it now, so we'll try that another time. That's by Milani. Here is the concealer. It's the new Benefit one. I got sent this, and I got sent it with like a cake mix, and damn straight I made it and ate it, and it was so good. So it kind of goes with their cakeless one. It's called Nectarine, the shade. Bright On Concealer. Looks like this, very long skinny tube. And I'm gonna apply a little bit like this and a little bit on top. I mean, I'm not too worried about how it looks on top because I do want to use like an eye base and everything, but we'll just see how the coverage is over that redness. Concealer brush just to do some of that lid work, just so I can carve out my brows. It's very thin compared to the other one. I feel like you'd use them together almost. You know, the cakeless concealer or whatever, the Benefit one that's like full coverage. This one's much lighter. It still has that coverage, like it's still covering, but it's more brightening. Like I think it's good for people that are like me and already put a bit of foundation under their eyes, just to like add that brightness under there. I'm just gonna use my sponge to blend that out. Okay, yeah, I'm not using that eye cream before my makeup again because it kind of just like sits quite thick on the under eye, which would be good overnight but not for under makeup. And it's definitely not that serum primer stuff that we used because it's only doing it under my eyes. I'm gonna add more. This is so thin. I'm not used to it because I feel like every concealer Benefit brings out is so like full coverage and like thick, so it's kind of a nice change, I guess. It feels quite hydrating as well. I do actually quite like it because it's kind of like the product I would use like on an everyday basis when I'm not looking for a full coverage, do you know what I mean? Like on an everyday basis I would usually kind of go in with, you know, just like a really, you know, lighter coverage product, and I feel like this would work really well with that. To set under the eyes and kind of bake. I don't really bake that often, but we do have a new baking powder to try, so why not? Do I do this first or do I do the, I've got a cream blush. I might put on the cream blush first. I have a couple of these Milani, what are these? Supercharged Lip and Cheek Multi-Sticks. We have Peach Thrill and Peach, okay, they're both Peach Thrill. Why do I feel like they look different? Okay, whatever. Don't ask me how I screwed that up, honestly, I don't even know. Infused with emollient oils and squalane. Alright. I'm not going to be shy because I'm going to put powder on. Ooh, that colour is so pretty. I can't wait to put on bronzer right now because I feel very pale. I'm going to use a round face brush. My voice is going somewhere. Ooh, that blends out real nice. Very easily. And it looks so natural. Like I thought I'd put on way too much, but look, that looks very pretty. It's very easy to use. I feel like you could easily use your fingers too if you are that way inclined. I'm sure it's buildable as well, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. I really like the way that looks. All right, so this just arrived this morning from Huda Beauty. It is a new shade of their Easy Bake powder. So what it's called, Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder. It's the shade Cherry Blossom, so it's their pinkest shade yet, which you may be like, what the heck, but really good for like super fair skin, light skin, even medium skin for a really bright under eye, which is trending at the moment again. Random. Here's how the powder looks. I'm gonna take my sponge, pick up a bit of product, and kind of set under my eyes with this. I'm just pushing it straight on there. My sponge is like slightly damp, as you guys know. It goes on my titty. Good. See how much it brightens? Okay, I'm gonna take a shimmer tulip brush with a little bit more and just kind of blend that in really, really well. Because yeah, I don't really bake, I just kind of set. I don't know why, but baking just has never really seemed to work for me. I don't know. So yeah, definitely it's a very brightening shade. I feel like I probably could have put on a little bit more concealer. You can see a little bit of darkness, but you live and you learn. Why did I struggle to say that too much? You live and you learn. Anyway, on the rest of the face, we have another loose powder. You guys know I don't really love loose powder, but hey, this one's called the Extraordinary Translucent Powder by Ciate. It's got my attention. Ciate packaging is literally always just 10 out of 10. I love it. It's so pretty and cute. Okay, let's try this. I'm just gonna dust it over. Oh my god, it's so finely milled. What the heck? I'm just dusting it over really gently, just using the tip of my brush. I don't actually know if we have like new bronzer, but either way I'm using some. This is insanely finely milled. Like I can't describe it, explain it. It's super mattifying. I do prefer the way my skin looked before setting it, but I wanted to try it out for you guys. And if you love loose powder and you love a more matte look, like holy crap, that is so soft and finely milled. I can't get over it. I've got this like line just here that's eyebrow tint, and it kind of hasn't been covered by my foundation, which is not ideal. I forgot about that. Never tried this, the Dragon Beauty Face Pressed Powder Palette. It's got a couple of like bronzers in here, so maybe I use this. I'm gonna go in with the darkest bronzer shade, which is called Surge. Will I regret this? Oh shit. Probably. Oh shit. Okay, this is definitely more of a contour color, isn't it? Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I'm applying it more like a contour. This is not working out for me. I was kind of looking forward to trying this because I like the under eye powders that this brand has, but these are just like sticking. Okay, we're just gonna keep persevering and blending, and hopefully it all works out okay. Well, this is more like one of my old school full face of first impressions where like there's just a whole lot of stuff that's just messing with me. I'm gonna go in with the lighter color Femme, this one. See if we can warm up this, you know, mess. Now the blush is like literally disappeared, but this is working well to warm up my skin a little bit. So I'm just kind of going in with quite a bit of it all around the edges of my face. I mean, you can tell this is not my favorite. So there's that. Now this sparkly peach. Also just yeah, it's just whatever. I think I'll give this to someone else to try and see if someone else can, I don't know, use it. Oh my god, since when does this happen to me? What the hell? A friggin' makeup line from that bronzer. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this brow pencil by the Brow Trio. Same brand as that wax we used before. Shade is medium brown. Nice packaging. It's got a spoolie. Just because I got some foundation in the front of this brow, I just want to like, you know, darken it and kind of in the edges, ends too. It's a super fine tip, which is good. Pigmented. I'm just kind of flicking some product in the front there just to like, I don't know, make it look a little bit more even. Alright, eye makeup time. Let's actually have a little bit of fun. Don't know where my eye, oh, it's right in front of me, never mind. So this is the P. Louise Room 02. And then I'm going to go back in with my concealer brush and just apply that all over to conceal and prep for the eyeshadow. Okay, we have some little, these are like all inspired by gemstones, these palettes. So I'm thinking of doing like some colour. We've got this Feeling Bubbly by Colourpop as well. So yeah, I might use this just to warm up the crease first because it's looking very pale and funny. I'm just going to use a round eye brush in the shade Bubble Up, which is just like a lightish kind of transition colour, and literally I'm just smacking that on, as you can see, just to kind of blend, you know, blend it in with my skin tone before we start, just to hopefully make it easier to blend the colours. So I think I'm feeling more like slightly greens because I'm wearing green, and I just feel like these colours are so stunning. So this is the An Emerald Away by Colourpop Pressed Powder Palette. There's 4 shades. They're so pretty. So I'm gonna go straight in with this like, you know, medium kind of greeny taupey colour. It's like borderline bluish. Do you know what I mean? It's like greeny blue. It's not like super green. I just feel like it looks really pretty. So I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, I might do a halo eye actually because I haven't done that in a while. What I was gonna say is I'm just gonna kind of dive in, and I think I'll dip back into that Bubbles palette and just like use some of those colours in there too. I feel like I did have to build this colour up a couple of times to really get it to pop. It's a nice shade though. I'm gonna go into the Bubbles palette, or Feeling Bubbly, sorry, with what does that even say? Clink, clink, this one. Kind of blend the edges. Just kind of winging it out slightly. I think that looks nice. All right, now taking the same color. I'm loving how it looks just on that outer corner, like if you just something real bright right there, but I want to commit to this halo effect. So just applying that same color. When I do halos, I do like to start with like the middle kind of color, like middle depth, you know, not the lightest, not the darkest, because it helps to just lay down where everything else is going to go around it. I'm just going to go like that, leaving that middle bare. I feel like halo eyes are just so pretty. It's on so many like different eye shapes as well. Yeah, this eyeshadow definitely is not the most like pigmented. It takes a little bit of work, but you know, when it's on, it's pretty. So, I mean, if you have a color like similar to this that's a little bit more pigmented, maybe you'll want to use that. I just love the undertone of it. It's so like, I don't like, in between green and blue, like, I don't know, it gives me neutral vibes while still being colorful. I don't know how to describe it. And then we take a pencil brush with the darkest color. This one looks like it's going to be way more pigmented, I don't know. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap until it blends itself into the other color. I'm actually also going to use a little bit more of that darker color, that darker brown, just around the teal, because I just feel like it frames it really nicely. The best part about halo eyes is they don't have to be perfect. Like, they look kind of nice when they're a little bit like smoky and just, you know. So going with that really dark color in the very inner and outer. I have to use this color on the like middle. Might use a bit of both. So I'm going to go with the darker green first and kind of just pop a little bit of that right on the edges of those other colours on both the inner and outer, leaving the middle bare. Stunning colour. Like, actually just so pretty. A little bit of fallout from the green. Underneath my eye I've got this brush where I've got green on it, and I'm going to mix it with the brown and let's see what colour it turns out. And then going back in with that brush with the lightest colour, popping that right on the centre of the lid. Stunning. I love that colour. And then I'm going to take that as well right into the underneath centre. I like to kind of follow what I've done on the top, but not as intense. So putting the lightest there, and then we'll just do a little bit of the darker colours on either side. Smoking it out with some of that darker brown. I honestly think green is one of the prettiest colours to wear on the eyes. Then right on the inner corner, I'm going to use this zesty colour from the neutral palette we've been using. So I feel like that'll go well with the greeny kind of tones. I'm just kind of blending it in. Might take a really small amount of that too, and just put that right in the like very centre of it, the lid, middle of the lid. That works well. On the waterline I'm going to use some yellow. This is Sunshine by LA Girl. Just to brighten the eye, but still remain like colourful. You know, it's a soft colour. Just using a little bit of brightening under eye powder. This is the KKW one, just for like more coverage, because I just feel like I need a little bit more. Eye area, like overall, like just looks a little bit dull with everything that's happened in this video, but oh well. We have some Ciate Watermelon Burst Setting Spray. Give it a warm up. But it just smells really nice. Proper watermelon rather than like Lolly's watermelon, if that makes sense. And it's very fine and doesn't leave my face feeling too wet or anything. We definitely need to add some more glow in a second, but first I am just going to use some magnetic lashes on the top lash line. Yes, I know we have, you know, obviously got on the lashes already, but I just want more lashes, so I'm going to just use my magnetic liner Bake So Beauty. It looks like this. I'm just going to softly wing it out, just a little baby wing, nothing too crazy. I'm going to use Decoy today, so if you haven't seen, I just realised I jacked up my eyeliner, what the heck. Alright, it's suddenly a little bit more dramatic than what I was going for today, but that's okay. It's a bit better. Okay, so these are magnetic lashes. They have 10 lash magnets on here. These ones are already trimmed because I've already worn them. But the magnets are so teeny tiny. They're so lightweight, you can't even like feel them once they're on. You just pop on some of the magnetic liquid eyeliner. I like to do about 3 or 4 coats. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. It does not go crusty or flaky or anything weird like that. It feels like 1 coat. Like, it doesn't feel heavy at all. That was important to me. I really want to do brown next, because you guys know me. I love my brown eyeliner. However, I do think that the black suits like the halo look we've done today, so this has worked out well. So now that that eyeliner's dry, it doesn't take long, literally. No glue, you can just pop those on. I like to use a tweezer just to help me get in there, especially when I've got these other lashes on. And then just secure them from beginning to end. I also put on mascara on my bottom lashes too, by the way. And then the same thing with the other side. The magnets will just click together onto the eyeliner. By the way, if you really want to and you don't like magnetic stuff, you can just use glue with these too if you wanted. Alright, I'm just going to use a little bit of my XO Beauty Sample setting spray because it's like a lot glowier and I just need to be glowy. I'm too matte for myself right now. And do I need something on my brow bone or is it okay? I'm going to use Noted, this middle colour. I'm using the brush that has green on it, so I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm lazy. Ooh, pretty. Trying to find a highlighter I can use. Here we go. So this is Medium Glow Obsessions by Huda Beauty. I don't think I've used this. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. I feel like I tried one of them. Maybe it was the lighter one. Don't know. Either way, I'm going to use this goldy kind of colour. Oh, so much better. Having a bit of glow on my face, honestly. If I had like a nicer bronzer on, I feel like I'd be loving this look so much more, but it's just not the case today, is it? And then we have some new Anastasia Beverly Hills lip products. So I'm just going to choose a combination and show you it on because I like Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks. So I've just found like a kind of color combination that I know I will like or hope I will like because I'm just feeling a bit iffy about a certain, well, not a certain, what do I say? Some of the stuff on my face. So we have the lip liner in Hazelnut. They're like squares. I don't know if you can like see, it's like squared. It's not smooth. It's kind of cool. So yeah, Hazelnut. Oh, I love it. Love the texture. Very creamy and pigmented, but still like not too creamy, if you know what I mean. Love that. Love that texture. And the color looks so pretty as well. Please bear with me. I cannot get this lighting right. It keeps changing on me. Now I have a couple of shades of lipstick. This one's called Tease Satin Lipstick. I feel like it's so pretty. It's like a light pink. Then I also have Praline Satin Lipstick, which looks like this. A little bit darker, but I feel like the little pink might be nice for a little bit of a dimension boost, you know, a little bit of an ombre. The packaging is so pretty. It's engraved. Looks like that. It's got this like little detail at the bottom. Open it up. It's got the logo right here. And then the lipstick itself just looks like this. Very simple, very pretty. So let's pop this one on. That's so pretty. Hydrating feeling, doesn't feel too heavy or anything like that. It doesn't feel like chunky. I've got so many colors, even more than this, so I'm very excited to try them on. A bit more setting spray, just because I need the glow. It just brings me to life. It just brings the whole makeup look to life. Look at that. Like, it just looks so much better. So that is the completed look. I love the colors on the eyes. It's so pretty. The lipstick is bomb. Yeah, definitely some hits and misses today. Let me know what you guys think of the look. Let me know if you want another full face first impression, because I've definitely got enough stuff to do some more. And I've also got stuff for some foundation first impressions too, which is exciting. Like, I picked up, because you guys keep requesting it so much, the new Makeup Forever HD foundation. It's finally here in New Zealand, so I picked that up. I also picked up the new NARS foundation, because you know me, NARS is my favorite foundation brand generally. Like, usually NARS ends up being holy grail for me, you know. So we'll try it out and I'll see if it's good. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.